there will be a point in a man's life when he will have to take risk. It can either take him forward or bring him back in life. Difficult decisions that a man takes. The risk a man takes is the willingness to step into the unknown, the uncertainty, the failures in order to achieve a goal, in order to take up a responsibility or to create a better future. Now, you should know that risk is something that we all humans have to go through. This risk has sacrifices and are dangerous, but yet they had to be done. And you should know that we also have smart risk and we also have reckless risk. Now, we all know the smart risk. These are smart decisions that we make in order to benefit ourselves. These are risks that are beneficial. You understand? In order for you to make a smart risk, you should make your research. You should make sure that whatever risk you are taking or whatever decision you are taking, it's beneficial to you. That's smart risk. Now, reckless risk, these are risks that are being taken without even considering maybe yourself or maybe the fact of your survival. These are dangerous, and when taken, they cause harm to one's health or oneself. Now, these are types of risk that we should be aware of and we should also know, right? We have financial risk, we have career risk, we have personal growth risk, we have leadership risk, and we have relationship risk. Now, if you know this risk that I've mentioned, 5 that I've mentioned very, very well, then you should know how to be able to differentiate your smart decisions from your reckless decisions. And not only that, you should also know the ones that are very, very beneficial to you, because you have the knowledge of this risk that I've mentioned. Now, let's talk on financial risk. Financial risk, what are financial risk? Of course, when I say finance, it has to do with your income, your money, everything. So the risk that are being taken in that particular aspect is your money. It involves your money, your income, and your outcome, your expenses, Of course, money is something that doesn't last long, right? You know that. So you should be very, very skeptical. You should make smart decisions when it comes to your finance. You won't regret it. Trust me, you won't regret it. Now, let's go to the career risk. Career risk, this is something that has to do with your career. These are the risks that have been taken in order for you to, pick or choose a particular career for yourselves, or maybe changing a particular career. Now, difficult decisions that has to do with your career, changing your location because of a particular career, things like that. And also maybe based on the salary being earned, you change your job offer. You take risk. So we all take risk. So that being said, now let me talk about relationship risk. Relationship risk, of course, when I say relationship risk, I'm not only talking of boyfriend, girlfriend, or maybe wife or something, or marriage. No. Relationship as a whole, like it might be a relationship with the one you have with your mother, your brothers, your sisters, and everything. Everything covers everything. Now, we all know the risk that we take in relationship aspects is number one, trust. When you put in your trust into someone, now you're putting that trust into someone, you don't know if that person is going to fail you. Of course, a lot of us today, we put our trust into someone, we don't know if that person is going to fail us. Now, this thing that you don't know, this is the risk that you are taking when it comes to relationship aspect. And also, when you are vulnerable to that particular person, when you are vulnerable due to you trusting that person, you are vulnerable. Now, if you are not careful and you are vulnerable to someone you don't know very well, or someone you think you can trust, that person might take advantage. Now, these are the risks that you take when it comes to relationship aspect. Now, we have personal growth risk. Personal growth risk, this is your own personal fears. It might be stage fright. Making personal decisions that might improve yourself when it comes to personal growth risk. This is very, very important. It is very, very important that we know what we want to do. That's number one. And also, we know the kind of risk that we are taking. It should be beneficial. It should have positive you know, values to what you already have, you know, positive impact, things like that. Personal growth risk, they are very important, so you should know what you need and what you don't need. The other one I'm going to talk about is leadership risk. Leadership risk, of course, we all know leadership, right? We all know leadership. So, you know, you that you are going for a leadership post, you know that there are going to be risks that you have to take. So, what are these risks that you have to take? Risk like taking responsibilities for your actions. A good leader take responsibility for his or her actions. You know, not only that, you know, when you are able to lead, you are a good leader because you are very, very sure. You know why you are there. You know why you are being crowned. That's another way to look at it. Then the other way to look at leadership risk is someone who is confident. A good leader should be confident. When I mean confident, like you should be very, very confident because people are looking up to you. You know, people are looking up to you. So, what is that thing that you're going to do that will make people always support you or always want to follow you wherever you go, whatever you do? You know, things like that you should be able to control, not forcefully, but you should be able to control as a good leader. Risk builds confidence, resilience, and experience. Most especially experience. You know, one who takes risk, you are not new to the system. You are not new to the question why. Why? Because you've had an experience of what it is or what you've gone through. So now you are not new to it. Obviously, you're going to know your way around it or how to run it, either a business or maybe a particular decision or situation. So with these few points of mine, I hope I'm able to tell you the reasons why men take risks or a man take risk. So let me know if I'm missing anything in the comment section. I would love to know your people's opinion